Oh, hello, people. As we're going in the other room. Oh, okay. Give me a minute. Oh, give me a minute. Okay. Take my stuff. That's right, to the other room. While we wait for people to come in. Woo! I'm telling you. Get my get a headband. Put a headband on. Okay. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yes, people. Okay. Now you know I come in right away and I start with the title, but I'm gonna give it a minute so people can so people can come in and hey girl. Yes, you made it, girl. Okay. Now I would have made it sooner, and I'm just doing this now because I'm feeling better. I didn't go to work today, and I wish I had went to work today. But honey, I could not make it. Oh, these folks, I was feeling bad. Okay, I was tired. Okay, let me get my where's my oh, there it is. My whatchamacallit. Let me get my little now here I didn't gave y'all treats. No more. No more, I'm gone. Yeah. Tasha came in here, honey. Came and just ow, 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 ow. Oh my God. I had to give her treat so she can shut up. Sheesh. Goodness gracious. Okay, I'm going to put this in. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I can get this in right. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's a nice, good fit. Okay. Oh, sheesh. I got to take you guys out. The thing. Okay, so maybe I could just do it like this. Okay, there we go. Because I don't feel like taking it out of the case. I'm talking about the iPad. Okay, because the case is too thick. Okay, so we sit here. Woo! Okay, there we go. Oh, you guys. I was so tired. My back was hurting all down my spine from working, okay, and being at work. Girl, I didn't even want to brush my teeth this morning, okay. I just got up and drank a cup of coffee and got back into bed and went back to sleep. So I don't even know why I went and got the coffee, okay. And I called my job. But what it is that now I've been doing cashiering for years, okay, working in different stores and stuff. But I've mainly been working at the gas station, different gas stations, or I've been working jobs where I'm not bent over, okay? Now, I am 5'9", so I'm tall, okay? And I'm sitting there processing these groceries, okay, and I'm like kind of like bent over, and I don't realize it until my back starts hurting, and uh I was taking ibuprofen, but the doctor told me to stop taking ibuprofen. It worked good, but it's not good for the kidneys, okay. So I had to switch to Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol. Okay, so I switched to the extra strength Tylenol, but oh, ouch. Okay, see, there we go. I switched to the extra strength Tylenol, but I have to keep taking them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't have to take them as much, but the difference is with the ibuprofen, I usually take 2 ibuprofen and I'm good. Okay. But that's not so with the extra strength Tylenol. I usually will have to take 2 to 3 more doses, okay? I say, excuse me, not two, but 1 to 2 more doses, you know, and before I feel continued relief, if that makes sense. Usually, if I just take the ibuprofen, I'm good. It gets rid of the pain and the discomfort, and I'm good until the next episode, you know. But not so with the Tylenol. So anyway, so that's what's been going on with me since I've been working at this store. Okay, and so I'm not used to being bent down or bent over uh, for that extended period of time. I'm used to working at the gas station. I'm up, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Okay. I have to make sure, like the last job I did have before Target, I had to make sure that I had the, the food, okay? You kept the food up and thrown away, go around the store, clean up, and all that kind of stuff. So I was up. I wasn't just standing there bent. And that was one of my concerns working at this type of job is being able to stand in that little cubicle for a extended amount of time without moving around. Okay. Now, even though I can move around, I can't move around as much. And if it's busy, it's worse because I'm not moving around at all. I'm just standing there, just going to the groceries and that. And anyway, it just hurts to talk about it now. Okay. So with that said, okay, we got some people in here. Let me tell you what happened with my medication, y'all. Okay. The missing medication, and I'm telling you, I looked hell and high water for that medication. I ain't gonna lie, I looked hell and high water, okay? And it finally dawned on me, okay, when I got through talking to y'all and still couldn't find my medication, it dawned on me, I'm like, you know what? I may not have gotten it, okay? So let me check, because I thought I looked. Okay, so the last medications I got 2. And I thought one was my Paxil. It wasn't the Paxil, um, it was the Pravastatin. Okay, it was the Pravastatin. Okay, they both start with P's. Okay, so I looked on there and I'm like, I wonder why I made that mistake. I wasn't paying attention, you guys. So the Pravastatin and the Omeprazole, the last 2 medications that I got, had the same date. Okay. I'm like, I wonder is this, and then I got like 3 bottles of this mess. And I'm like, I got all this Pravastatin, okay. I ain't even got a stash of antidepressants. Okay. So the next day I called the pharmacy before I went to work. And he said, yeah, we gave you the Paxil, but we only gave you 8. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I know I got the 8. I took them. That's why I'm calling. Girl, I had to order the prescription because I had canceled it when they offered it to me, thinking I already had. Oh, it's just too much. It's too much, people. It's just too much. Okay. So anyway, I was able to get my medication. Oh, my back there. I think I better take another Tylenol. I only took one this morning, but I think I'm gonna take another one. Oh, okay. But that is the mystery of the missing medication. It was never missing because I ain't never got it. Okay, girl, this is just some Lucy and Ethel mess. Okay, I have the anti-fatigue mat on the floor, and I'm always standing on the anti-fatigue mat unless I am in self-checkout. Now, in self-checkout, there is no anti-fatigue mat, okay? for the simple fact too, you're not just standing behind something, but you're just standing there, and I have to go from checkout to checkout if anything's wrong, if anybody needs help, if I need to add money, okay. If somebody didn't run all their stuff through, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I am standing there and I'm always ready to assist. Okay. However, let's see if we could do see if I can put y'all somewhere. We could try to do it. Uh, um, if we could try to mimic, okay, let me see. See now the I got you guys sitting on the dresser, and I don't think the checkout stand is as high as the dresser. It's a little lower. Yeah, it's a little. Keisha, get off of here, girl. I'm trying to reenact. She my baby. You want Spanky? You want Spanky? I'm gonna give her Spanky. I'm gonna give you Spanky. Take that. That's her Spanky. And then what's she looking for? What you over there look? I just gave you treat. Now you looking for some more bugs? Well, you ain't getting no more. No more. Okay, so anyway. So I'm sitting there, and even though I'm standing up, I guess let's see if we could do it. I'm like this. And I'm swiping the stuff, getting this stuff back and forth. So I'm just constantly like this, like this. So then my back starts hurting, which is hurting now. All down here, all around in here. I can feel it all down there. Okay? Now, if I stand myself up, okay, right, I feel better. I notice my back may not hurt as much, but I got to pay attention and keep doing it. I've always got to be conscious, okay, that I need to stand up straight like this, and I don't always be conscious because I'm just doing, and it's busy. It's almost nonstop until I went on my break because it was busy. It was busy, busy, busy. And so I'm like this, okay. I'm not bent over. I'm not standing up straight. So I'm like this, okay, and I'm feeling it. Just like I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it. I can feel it going down, and my neck is bent, so that's pulling. So I'm feeling it. Okay? I'm feeling it, people. I'm old. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm going through. Okay? Now, okay, the back brace. Now, let's get into the back brace. I need some coffee because y'all get me into conversation. Okay. Now, the back brace. The back brace, okay, and it wasn't even the back brace. It was the shapewear, and or the body wear, you could call it, okay, anything that helps support the back. Now that helped, okay, that helped. I must admit, and I'm gonna try to put it on again, okay, since you mentioned it. But the thing about it is, when I'm wearing now, okay, when I'm wearing it, okay, after a while, the certain parts start to dig into my sides here. Okay, they start to dig in my sides, and I start, feeling like cramps. Not even cramps, but muscle spasms. Okay, muscle spasms. I could just start feeling it. Okay, after about 4 hours, it's like I got to take this off, right? So that's why I had stopped wearing the body shapewear. Um, but I'm gonna have to get back into wearing it because it did help. So maybe I'm in denial, people, which won't be. It's nothing new. Oh, okay. So now, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I forgot. Okay, we got a haul, y'all. We got a haul. Okay, let me get my, okay. Oh yeah, y'all know. Woo, get your hand. Let me see. Okay, let me see you. You rub your hand. Woo, wait, she got a hard baby. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'm finna show y'all this. It's a small haul, but I had to show it to you because it was on clearance. Ooh, see, and what it is that when I'm bent over like this and I'm going, processing the stuff, okay, bing, 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 and somebody like, I'm like, oh, this on clearance. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. Wow, I wonder how much these cost because I don't seldom see the baskets go on clearance. She said $6. Now I play it off. I said, "Ooh, girl, okay," but to my mind, I'm like $6. Shit, okay. Then I said, "Oh, okay, you probably got all of them." Because one thing about Target will have a good clearance, but you're only gonna find like one or two items. Okay, you're not going to find, and if you do have a whole bunch of items that are on clearance, they will go back there and they will try to buy every single item that they can on clearance. Okay, wipe it out. So she was like, yeah, she had a peachy, that peachy orange. Okay, it's not peach and it's not really orange. It's like that peachy orange color that's real popular for the summertime and springtime. Okay, it was that color, and she bought three of the baskets. You go to Big Lots for, okay. Well, since I'm there, if I can find it, but usually I learned now that I'll go look for it because I did. Oh, I did find something else on clearance too. I'm gonna show y'all that too. One of these days, it's gonna be a try on because it's a dress. Okay, but anyway, what was I saying about the clearance? Let me make some coffee here. So usually when a guest comes through with a clearance item, okay, I'm starting to learn that it's nothing else left there because usually it's Target, like Walmart. Target doesn't get a bunch of stuff like Walmart. So if they do have something on clearance, it's like one or two things, and they have different reasons because what it could be a return item. Okay, and not only a return item, but a return item that they got off the internet online, that they got off shopping online at Target, and you can bring it back to the store and return it, and we don't carry it at our store, so we just clearance it out. Okay, so that's why. Then two is that another reason for clearance is that somebody, I mean, yeah, they may have shipped it to the wrong store, okay, and we don't sell it, so we can clearance it out because we're not mailing it back. Okay, that's what they told me. We're not mailing it back, and it's not. We don't sell it at our store, so sheesh, we just clearance it out because we still making money. Okay, it's their loss in our game, so to speak. That's another reason for clearance items. Okay, and then the other reason is seasonal. Okay, as the seasons change, they're gonna clearance out the items as well. Mark them down, clearance them out. If they have a few still left and they just want to wipe it out, they're gonna clearance it down to a price they know they know this gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? We know they gonna buy this. Okay. So that's some of the reasons why things are clearanced out. Okay? So let me show you what their baskets. These are let me see. Oh, let me turn on the light. These are, I guess you could kind of call them straw or let me show you. Hold on. Okay. Turn the camera around. There we go. Y'all like that? These are the baskets. And yep. Okay. So let me show you. Okay, we got better lighting this way. The lighting is better this way. You see that orange right there? That's the color she had. Her baskets, they were all that color. The whole basket was that color. Okay. Now this one, these two small ones right here. Okay. And oh, by the way, they were pushed down. Let me show you how the baskets were. They're pushed down like this. Okay. This is how they were pushed down. And you just pull them out and open them up all the way. And, but this is how they were on the shelves. So I just pull them out and we have this. Okay. So these baskets right here, the small ones, were $3. They're not the same size, but they were still $3. Okay. Oh, these two are the same size. They were $3. Okay. Those two right there, they're not the same size, but they were $6. Okay. And what happened was this one rang up for $15. Now I thought I seen $6, but I had grabbed it because they, like I said, they were tucked in, so I really couldn't see their size. I didn't notice. I assumed they were the same size. Okay, and when I said, "Well, how much did it ring up?" She told me one rang up $6, that one, and this one rang up 15. And I said, "No, I'll take that off because I thought they were both $6." So she was like, "Okay," so she's getting ready to take it off, and she looks at the tag, and voila! Oops, do I have you here? There we go. The tag said $6. Ah! So it says on there, somebody tagged it wrong, okay, but that was to my benefit. The tag says $20, but that is actually $30, $20, and these are $10, the original price on these, and they were clearanced out. Now, what I'm gonna do with them, I'll figure it out, okay? But what I plan on doing it while I figure it out, you guys, okay? While I figure this out, okay? Let me cheat, and y'all give me an idea. Yeah, I couldn't beat that. I'm broke, but I just had to get it, okay? My thing is, right now, what I want to do is, because I want to clear this corner out anyway, I got to put that back in the closet, throw that away. There's a guitar in there, and I want to do with that guitar, but I haven't taken it out because I don't want to keep dusting it, okay, doing housework, so I haven't taken it out yet. But clear this corner right here and put these baskets in that corner, at least the two, and then put maybe the smaller one up there, okay? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe put them all right there and just, okay. Now, Keisha, if you don't, okay, I'm finna show these people, look at this fool. I'm finna show the people the other basket that I got, and this fool that jumped in the damn basket. Y'all see this? Don't be looking around like you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? People, don't mind her. Oh, look at this fool. Okay. Y'all don't mind her. Okay, she don't know no better. But this is another basket that I got. Okay, yeah. This is another basket that I got at the same time I got those other baskets, okay? And this was only $6, okay? Yeah, look at her. So, and it's got the tassels. Now, this is tassels, okay? These are the tassels, and they got paper or something around them, okay? I haven't taken them off because all the cats are going to do is chew on them. So I haven't taken that off yet. But I was thinking about putting blankets, some throw blankets in there and have it sitting somewhere in the room, in this room or the next room. But this is I can't believe she jumped in that basket. Okay, this is a mustard color. See that color? Now, the baskets that lady got, they were that peachy orange that I just showed you, but they were like this. And she got 3 of them. That's how I knew they were $3. And I said, well, let me just go back here and just look, okay, and see if there's some left. And sure enough, I was walking and walking. They were not in the section that they were supposed to be in, but with my patience, I found it. Okay, woohoo! So I really like them. I think they add character. They would add character to the room. Okay. Now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not a decorator. I've never been good at decorating. Okay, but what I'm gonna do from now on, okay, is I got some of the things, certain things, specific things that I was looking for, okay. I better sit my butt down because I'm trying to heal so I can go to work tomorrow. Because see, I don't want to miss no money. Okay. Anyway, so I got pretty much certain things that I specifically am looking for. So now what I'm gonna do is I am just going to like go to the store and just look around, and if something catches my eye, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That would go okay, then I'll get it. If I got the money, I'll get it. Okay. So that's how I'm gonna do that. Which may not even be anything. So what am I doing? I am looking for fillers. What you call fillers? You know how you get an apartment? You got the furniture, okay, but what you gonna put on the walls? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the walls be naked. Okay, now see that wallpaper. Okay, so I have wallpaper over there on this big old wall. Okay, now I could put some pictures on there that would match, but that right there is cool. Okay, but if it was a plain white wall, yeah, I'd have to probably do something with that. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And so they're called fillers. You want to fill the room up with little trinkets and pictures and all that stuff, and it gives the room warmth. It gives the room comfort. Okay, it adds warmth and comfort, and depending on what you get and the colors you choose, it just adds character to the room. Okay, and I want character. How about that? So yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Whew. Oh, jeez, I gotta take my Tylenol. Whew. And y'all, these triple digits ain't no joke. Yes, and I bought the whole bottle of extra strength Tylenol, or this is the knockoff. Okay, excuse me. It's the knockoff. Oh, I gotta get something to drink. Oh, water. Okay. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna have a little discussion because some things have popped up in the news. I don't know if you're aware about them, but it's scandalous, girl. Yes, it's true crime. You know me, I'm true crime. Okay. But it's scandalous. Ooh. Now, if you guys recall, I told you about the man and his two kids, his three kids, and how he propped the dead mama up on the couch and put some sunglasses on her. Okay? So the kids would think she was alive on Christmas because he didn't kill her Christmas Eve. Okay. Well, it's crazy like that. Maybe even crazier. Okay? Yeah. So, and it was here on YouTube, and I looked it up and read the story myself. Okay, hold on. Let me go run to the restroom and pay my water bill. Let me go pay my water bill. I'll be right back. Girl, what you doing? Girl, you just busy bees. Huh? You see her busy? Huh? Keisha, do you see her busy? Oh, you busy with her. That's why. She running around here like a banshee. You over there messing with her. Now I just realized I went down the hallway to use the restroom when there's a restroom. The restroom's right behind me. Child, you can't make this stuff up. Woo! Hopefully I tried my hands off completely. Okay. Yep, got my phone over there in case I had to reference. Whew. Wait for this Tylenol to kick in. Oh, okay. Now check this out, y'all. This is scandalous. This is in oh sheesh, where was this? Y'all. Okay. I want to say Maryland. Maryland? What? Oh, okay. So anyway, I think this was in Maryland. Let me check my little reference here. Now I got to look this one up. Okay, so we got another one. Got that one. Did I take? No, I didn't snap. Okay, I didn't snap on it. Let me see if I still have it pulled up. I don't think I do. That is, yes, 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 I do have it. Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, it's Maryland. This is in Baltimore, Maryland. Honey, boom. Okay, y'all ready for this? Oh, and this is what she looked like. This is her. Her name is Nicole. Nicole Johnson. Okay. She when did this happen? A couple days ago. Okay. July 31st. Okay, what was July 31st? Saturday. Saturday. This was Saturday. Oh, this was yesterday. Okay. Okay. I'm getting my speech together, my broadcast, how I'm going to process this. They pulled her over. They pulled her over, you guys, okay? Um, for expired tags, and she was driving with no driver's license, okay? She got pulled over. The cop said, we're going to have to impound your car. Okay, because I don't know how long she's been driving around like this, okay? But they do give you time on expired tags, okay? But you driving with no license, okay? That doesn't help your case. Not to mention, the longer you take before trying to get some tags, the worse it's going to be for you. So he said, we're going to have to impound your car. She responds to the officer, okay, oh, well, it don't make any difference because I'm about to be famous, okay, after tonight. Okay, so let me see. He, okay, starts, I guess, wait, what prompted him? Okay, so usually, sometimes when they impound your car, before they take it to the impound, the officer will search it, okay, to make sure that you don't have any weapons or something like that before they take it to the pound, to the yard, okay. Why did the man start smelling something stinking? Okay, he popped open the trunk in this a big old plastic bag, okay, and he starts smelling decomposition. So he opened the bag and he see a body. Now I think he sees a body in a suitcase in the bag. Okay? Now, did he open the bag the second the suitcase? Uh let's see. Okay, well, he opened the bag and he saw recognized as a body. Okay. In the suitcase was also in the bag. Okay. Opens that up, and it's another body. These are the bodies of two children. Okay. It was a girl and a boy. The girl was 7. The little boy was 5. The girl was in the bag. The little boy was in the suitcase. Okay. You follow me? Okay. They wasn't her kids. They were her sister's kids. Okay? Her sister's kids. Her sister was unable to care for the children. They didn't say why. Probably drug addiction, okay? So she turned over the care of the kids to her loving sister. Okay. Now, they say one body was 25 pounds and one body was 17 pounds. I'm taking that because they were decomposed. She had been driving around for months with the body stinking in the trunk. Now, she said the little boy, she only been driving around for a month. Okay. The girl, she's been driving around for several months, a year. I don't know how long she's had these kids and how long she killed them. Okay. Now, we're going to hear about this case. This case is going to unfold, okay, because I'm going to say allegedly, because this is what she's telling the officers, but I think there's going to be more to it as they do the autopsy, okay? Because 25 pounds and 17 pounds, you can't tell me them kids was bothering you, okay? Because they was too busy starving. Okay. Right? I mean, sheesh. Even babies made more than that. Anyway. Okay. So she said that the little girl, the 7-year-old, was died first. She said they got into an argument. They were arguing. I don't know. They were fighting or yelling. She said the little girl hit her or hit her back. She spanked the little girl. The little girl hit her back. I said, well, she's 7 years old and she only weighing 25 pounds. She ain't got enough strength to hit you back. Okay, that's why I say allegedly. Okay. So she said she whacked the girl. That she just went off and whacked the girl. The girl's head hit the floor and she died. Okay. It's more to it than that, but usually that's the typical scenario they tell you with the kids. Oh, I hit him and he accidentally hit the floor, until they find all these bruises all over the kids. Okay. Now, she said the little boy, she doesn't know what happened to the little boy. She said the little boy hurt his leg. Okay. He hurt his leg and he went to sleep and he was dead. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. So she put him in the suitcase and stuffed him in the bag with the sister. This is all we have for right now, people. But it's going to be more. Okay? It is going to be more. This is crazy. And the mom, okay, the mom, they talked to the mom. The mom said that she had turned care for her children. I don't know if she turned custody, but she turned care for the kids over to her sister. Okay. And she made a big mistake. She said, I made a big mistake. I never thought my sister, I don't know. Okay, but this sounds like dysfunction 360. All the way around. All the way around. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And she was driving around for months. And she still would have been driving around had they not caught her okay, or she got caught in some type of way. And then the thing about it was, you're driving around with no tags, expired tags. You ain't got no driver's license. Eventually, you knew you was gonna get caught, and I guess she just driving around, and who knows where her mind was. You gonna tell her where the mind was? You are, huh, Tasha? Okay, she said she gonna tell him where her mind was. That's what my cat say. Mm-hmm. Now we got another case coming up. There's another case you're gonna hear about. This just happened. Now I don't know why this man did what he did, but he's 55 years old, and the boy he killed was 14. Okay, they found the boy. Somebody found the boy's body thrown in a ditch. Okay, I don't know how they traced the. Let me show you what he looked like. I don't know how they actually traced the body back to him. Okay, Illinois teen found beaten beaten to death. 55-year-old neighbor was arrested. Now, I say neighbor. This man knew the boy's father. He knew the boy's father. Now, there's something definitely going on behind the scenes here that I'm pretty sure they interrogation. Okay. They said the teen boy lived around the corner, and he was last seen riding his bike, and they discovered him about a mile and a half down the road, thrown in a ditch. Uh, let's see, what's his name? Okay, I don't know what his name is. See what that comes up. Excuse me. Champaign, Illinois. So, oh, 3 hours ago. Let's read that. That's an update. Here's a little boy. Okay. Um, okay. So this was Friday. And his father, yeah, they reported him missing Friday evening, okay, when he didn't return home. He left the house about 5 o'clock. He hadn't returned home, okay, and okay, so they said the little boy left the house. He was going to mow somebody's lawn. He was going to mow a lawn. So two bicyclists reported finding a body in a roadside ditch. Yeah, about a mile and a half from the house. So this is okay. Excuse me. Apparently, they said they located a possible crime scene, and it's on one of the suspects' properties. So apparently, he has more than one property. He's being charged with first degree murder. They said that the father, the victim, the little boy's father, and the suspect were acquainted, but it doesn't say how they were acquainted. Were they working at the same place? They just knew each other, you know. They don't have a motive for the killing. Wow, but but the little boy was beaten to death. Now, they still have to do the autopsy, okay? But the coroner said from the appearance that it looks like the little boy was beaten to death, okay? Now, so you know they're going to do a more thorough autopsy, okay, to see if there was any sexual assault, okay, or something like that. Sometimes they're shot, sometimes they're gunshot wounds, and they don't find it because depending on the caliber of the bullet, or if it's buried under the hair, sometimes they don't always see that there's a gunshot wound unless they go through the coroner or they do an x-ray, or whichever comes first, okay, that they'll find a gunshot wound. Yeah, so that's going to be coming up too, people. You're going to see more of that because there's more to it. All we can do right now is speculate. And I'm wondering, I don't know, the 14-year-old boy, the boy's 14. This man is 55 years old. I wonder, did he rape the boy? You know what I'm saying? And because the father knows him, I'm pretty sure maybe the boy knows him, so he couldn't identify him, so he beat him to death. I don't know, but it makes you wonder. I mean, wow, that's crazy. Yes. Okay. So that'll be coming up too. And let's see. Do I hit you guys? I think I got one more thing. Oh, I got one more thing. Okay. Now, okay, no, I got two more things. Okay, I got this thing and one more thing. Two travelers in Canada, okay, falsified their COVID-19 information. Okay, I mean COVID-19. Falsified the documents, falsified the information. They had not been tested. Okay, now I don't know if they had COVID. It doesn't say if they had COVID or not, but that's not the point. They were fined almost $20,000. It was $19,735, something like that. Okay, each, because they falsified. Hey, hey, Sandra Charles from Trinidad. Okay. So they falsified the document saying that they had been tested for COVID, okay, and it was positive. I mean, it was negative and stuff. And see, what I guess a lot of people are not realizing, okay, because they were traveling, by the way. They were at the airport. They did this. Is when you put that when you go to travel and they require that information goes into a database, okay, and if you are detected to be to have the virus, your name goes into a database, okay? So if you take your little butt to the airport and attempt to fly, you're going to get caught. It's going to pop up in that database, okay? Well, the same thing is if you test negative and you got your documentation, okay? As a matter of fact, I believe when you get your shot, when you get your shot, they write it down, okay, and then they give you the date to come back for the second shot. Okay, and then they write that down. I believe that goes into a database. Okay, they're putting stuff, inputting your information into the computer and stuff like that. They are putting it in there for informational purposes, not to invade your privacy, but so you can't do some mess like this man just did. These people tried to do. Okay, it was two of them. I believe it was a couple, a man and a woman, but they falsified the documents. Okay, I mean, come on now. It doesn't. I mean, the shot is free. The shot is free. It don't cost you nothing. Everybody giving shots all over the place. You want to go travel, get the damn shot and stop it. Okay, now with that said, it's another virus incident. Oh man, now I forgot. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, that was a scandalous. It was a scandalous one too. This is one person. This is one person. Ooh, wee, I forgot. Sheesh. Ooh, old people problems. Let's see what I got here. Ooh, I forgot what that other one was. It was COVID-19. Oh man, I forgot. Okay. Maybe if I talk, it'll come to me. But it was a COVID-19. It was another crazy incident. Okay. But yeah. So I'm just letting y'all know, if you guys are traveling and they require, hey Denise, and they require you to get your shots, okay? If you don't want to get them, don't travel, okay? Simple as that. Now they are we are backpedaling here with this Delta virus. I know that, and they are having a lot of breakthrough viruses, even though among vaccinated people who have been vaccinated. And a lot of times, okay, what they're finding is, now you got to understand. That's why I read up on this stuff, to try to gain understanding as to what is actually going on here. Okay, and the thing about the vaccine, okay, it's not a cure. It's something to help, and it works. It's proved to work, okay? But it is not a cure. It is not going to cure you. It's not going to keep you 100% from getting the vaccine. There's other things to take into consideration. If your immune system is compromised, okay, that could make or break you as far as getting a vaccine. That means that if your immune system has been compromised, you may or you may not build up the antibodies that you need to fight off the virus, okay, when you get vaccinated, okay? People who, and let me give an example. An example would be people who have like lupus, people who have lung disease, heart disease, people who have transplants. That's definitely one. Okay. If you or someone you know has had some kind of transplant, whether it be lung, heart, kidney, liver, okay, right? They are taking an anti rejection medication, and that anti rejection medication keeps the virus, the vaccine, excuse me, okay, it can keep your body from developing the antibodies you need to fight off the virus. And what's going on with that is that people have gotten fully vaccinated who have immune compromise, who've had transplants, and when they test them for antibodies, they don't have any. That means that they vaccinated you, you're fully vaccinated, but you're not. You haven't built up any antibodies, so you're not protected. And then the lady went on to get a third shot, a third shot of the vaccine, and then they tested her again, and she still hadn't built up the antibodies. She didn't have none. It was like she never got a vaccine. Okay, some people may build up a higher amount of antibodies than others, okay, the less antibodies you build up, the more likely you are to be infected. Okay? Now, how do you know? You don't. Unless you go to the doctor and they specifically test you for your antibodies, okay, against the virus, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You just know that you got vaccinated and you got your papers, and you good. But you really don't know that because everybody doesn't build up the same amount of resistance, so to speak. Yeah, that's what's going on. And that's how I'm breaking it. It didn't say exactly like that, okay? So this is for entertainment purposes. I'm not a scientist. I'm not claiming to be. I'm just breaking it down to you in simple English. You know how they use all them big words and all that stuff. Okay, we ain't got time for that. We're gonna break it down in simple English. Okay. So everybody's body is not building up the same amount of antibodies, okay, to protect them against getting infected, okay? Not to mention, if you are around an infected person, and the more you are around them, the more you are likely to get sick. Okay, so that's like if you are a parent, okay, or a caretaker, and you are taking care of somebody that is infected, and you're taking care of them and you're around them, even though you have been vaccinated, that's not going to stop you from getting infected as well. Okay, this Delta variant, okay, the difference between this Delta variant and the one they had the Alpha, and then they had that one from the UK and whatever other ones. The difference with this particular virus is that it's loaded. It's loaded, okay? It's a lot more loaded, okay, in other words, with the germs than the other viruses were. You see what I'm saying? Okay, that is what's making this more contagious, spreading like wildfire, because it's easier for you to get because it's loaded with more germs. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what's going on with the Delta variant and why it's spreading so fast. Okay, now I suggest if you have not gotten vaccinated, that you do get vaccinated because although it's not a cure, because we don't have a cure now, it's something is better than nothing. Okay, it is proven that those who are vaccinated do not get as seriously ill, are not likely to be hospitalized, and not likely to die. Okay? Not likely. Okay? Keyword likely. Okay? You are going to be one of those people. If you do get infected and you refuse to get the vaccine, you'll be one of those people that the doctors are talking about that are hollering about they want to take the vaccine now. But you can't take the vaccine now. It ain't going to do you no good because now you're infected. Your body hasn't built. They can't give it to you now. That's like adding insult to injury now, okay? Because they're only giving these vaccines is basically. Don't quote me on this, okay? But they're basically like, oh, I get the flu and stuff like that, okay? They're giving you a little bit, teeny bit, okay, into your body so your body can recognize and build up a resistance. Okay? The higher the resistance, the better. Excuse me. Okay? Uh and then okay, it's so many wait, I think it's like 2 weeks after you get vaccinated. They giving you 2 weeks after you have gotten vaccinated and that's both shots. Each shot, one apiece, 2 weeks, okay, to allow your body to build up, okay, the antibodies. So if you get a shot the next day, if you get a shot, you don't want to run out the next day without a mask because your antibodies you haven't given time for them to build up. Okay, so that's what's going on here. It's not a cure, but it's better than nothing. Okay, and we do need to take part in a concerted effort to, and in our community, we need to take responsibility as individuals. Okay, this is basically a deadly cold. It's a deadly cold. Okay, and just like people get inoculated for the flu, you need to get inoculated for the vaccine. Now they're talking about the effects of a third vaccination, not a fourth, but a third. And this has been experimented with the Pfizer vaccine. I didn't get the Pfizer; I got Moderna. Okay, but this has been with the Pfizer medication vaccine. A third shot, they said, does work. Okay. No, it's not a cure. Okay. But it helps. Another thing that's going on is, and we're just now doing this in real time. They said, oh, it's not FDA approved and stuff like that. Okay. No, it's not FDA approved, but it's proven to work. It's proven to help. That's the problem. Okay. So, with that said, something is better than nothing because when this all began, we didn't have nothing, people. We had nothing. And now we got something, and y'all sitting up there just acting a fool. Lord, have me acting a fool. We all trying to get rid of this deadly cold, and y'all sitting there, this was, and science says, and the research said, and they gonna put some chips in us, and and this is the sign of the this and that. Okay, well, it's gonna be a sign of your headstone. Okay, if you get sick and die. So I love everybody that's listening that may watch this later, that you do not become a victim, but at least that you give it second thought and seriously think about getting some type of protection for yourself, okay? Because something is better than nothing. And you don't hear people dropping dead because they got the vaccine. Okay, so the people who have dropped dead when they got a vaccine, it wasn't from the vaccine, it was underlying conditions that they had. And it's kind of sad because sometimes you don't know you have something. This is no different than going to the doctor and happen to get an x ray and they see a spot. Okay, they're not looking for the spot. You don't have any symptoms that there's a spot. You go for something else that requires an x-ray and they see a spot there that could be cancerous. You know what I'm saying? And you never would have known had you not went to the doctor. So some people have some serious conditions that they don't know about and they get that shot. Right. It takes that long. You're right. It takes that long time to get FDA approved. However, it was spreading too fast, too soon. Uh, and it was, if they didn't put something out, there's a good chance we probably a lot of us or most of us or whoever would not even be on the YouTube watching this or me even making a video. Okay, because that's how rampant it was, and people dying. Okay, too quickly. Too many people were dying too quickly. That's the thing about it. And this thing has killed more people than the wars. Okay, have contracted this virus and have died more than people, the soldiers in the wars. So that tells you something. Okay, and I think a lot of times that people are making excuses now with the knowledge that we have, okay, and the proof that we have, even though it's not FDA approved, with the proof that we are that they are getting, I think that a lot of people are really making a bunch of excuses as to why they are not going to get the vaccine. Now, let me tell you something else that they're talking about that's going on. They're talking about people, okay, this is crazy, but people are going undercover, basically, so to speak, allegedly, going undercover and getting vaccinated and not telling their family members, okay? Because the family members are against vaccination. So if you go get it, you are a traitor and you don't belong here. Okay. So they don't want to hear it. They don't want to be bothered. So they are getting the vaccination and making sure that their information is not compromised. That's sad. That's sad. But actually what's going on. Hmm. That is actually what's going on. Oh, I can't think of that story I was going to tell you guys. Uh, but yes, that is actually going on. It's crazy. And I was at work. Check it out. I was at work. Oh, my back is feeling better. That pill kicked in. I was at work, and there was a family, okay, of I think it was four or five. It was five. It was five. Okay. And they were not wearing masks. Okay. Now, at my job, I had signed the paper. They had papers, forms that you could fill out if you had your vaccinations, that you don't have to wear masks, but you have to be vaccinated. Okay. And you have to show proof. Okay. I've already had my proof documented. Okay. When I got mine, yeah, she asked me could she photocopy it. And I told her, yeah, so she could put it in my file. So anyway, I asked them, they weren't wearing any masks. And I just asked, oh, you guys got your vaccination? You know, they did not get their vaccination. And I'm just like to myself, oh, okay. So I did that transaction. Honey, turned out my light, ran all over the stove because the front, the mask they had at the front ran out, so I had to go all the way to the back, honey, and got me a mask, honey, and put that on my face. I'm like, you mean to tell me you sons of bitches are walking around here knowing you have not been vaccinated and you don't even have the consideration to put on an effing mask? Now that's effed up. I swear, that is effed up. They're stuck on the lies from the former president. What'd she say? That's because they are stuck on the lies from the former president that they don't need it, but he is not telling them he had it. Yeah, and that's the thing about it. He has got vaccinated. He can tell you whatever the hell he want to tell you. Okay, but at the end of the day, he got his butt vaccinated. So how you gonna sit? Man, these people is just too much. It's the just sheer stupidity, the sheer stupidity. And these are college educated people. Okay, this is what gets me. These are college educated people. These are these are nurses. Some of these people are nurses and doctors. You know what? I give two flying F's about your degree and all that. This is what they need to be doing. They need to make these people get vaccinated. Okay? Because this is how back in the day, back in the day, okay, you had to have those immunizations. Okay? They wasn't playing. Okay, it wasn't no about, oh all my rights and all that. No, we ain't hearing that, okay? Because if you don't want to do it, okay, you can't come. No, ma'am. And the disease is gone, okay? And to tell you the thing about it was the vaccination for the chicken pox and all that stuff, that wasn't a cure. That wasn't 100% cure. But because everybody got inoculated, okay, I don't know. They had some breakthrough cases. Yes, they had breakthrough cases. Not that many. Well, we don't have that many now, okay? That's just because they're putting it on the news. It sounds like it's a lot, and it's not, okay? But they had breakthrough cases. But how many breakthrough cases do they have compared to the deaths behind not getting vaccinated? I mean, it's not rocket science. These people, these are educated people. They even have nurses and doctors who refuse to get inoculated. And I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm not going to go in the hospital. If I have to go to the hospital, my first question is, okay, have you been vaccinated? Because if you haven't been vaccinated, I don't want you around me. I don't want you to bring me nothing. And I don't want you to give me nothing. Take your little unvaccinated self on down the line, okay? Because you are putting me at jeopardy, and that's not fair. That's not fair to the people who are getting vaccinated and who are trying to do their due diligence. And then here you come around and you don't know these people from a can of paint. They don't know me from a can of paint. They don't know what I do in my private life when I go home, or who I associate with and all this, or am I hanging out at the beach with a bunch of unmasked people that are probably infected. They don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So if you feel that way, you're one of probably the main people that's going out there with no mask talking about the disease doesn't exist, and then you be in the hospital and they got you on the news talking about people. Please get the virus. Get the vaccine. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So who's to say if the people would have went out there and got inoculated? Right, it's backfiring. Right. You got a point. You got a point. Right. Right. I don't want to try to blame it on anybody, so I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm just going to skip that one, okay? But anyway, who's to say that if the people would have participated and got the vaccine, we wouldn't even freaking have a Delta variant? Okay. You see what I'm saying? We wouldn't have had, let me see, what was out? It was the Alpha? No, there was one before that. Okay, you see, but you see where I'm going with this. So who's to say? And then what do? Let me tell you something. They doing the same thing they did when the virus first came out. When the virus first came out and it was over there in China, you see how they watched it come to the United States? That's what they did here. Because this wasn't out here. This was in the UK. The UK, there was one that started in Asia. And they're telling you, just like they're telling us right now, oh, okay, there's a new variant called such and such, and it's out there, and it will get here in no time if we don't do anything about it, okay? And they don't do anything about it, and here it is. I think that they're talking about how people are tired of babying. They're tired of babying and being nice to the people who don't want to vax up, so to speak. Okay, they're tired of it because it's spreading to the point now that the breakthroughs were okay. Let me put it in another switch that around. They said that what was it? 98, was it 98 or 97% of the virus came from people who were unvaccinated? Okay. Well, now that is down to 88%. 88%. And who's to say that's not another variant that's breaking through the virus? I mean, the vaccination. Who's to say? Okay. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, people. But I'm just saying, it's not rocket science. Uh, you may not agree with it. I don't agree with it. But I'm going to do my due diligence because I would hate to be sitting in a hospital because I didn't get something as simple as a vaccine that was free and available. Okay? Just dumb. Mhm. Just dumb. And I talk about it because it's always in the news. And we think it's so. And then they need to these ooh, sheesh, the sheet came on. These people in charge, what do you call them? The states, the feds, or whoever, calling the CDC. The CDC. Oh, we got one. The CDC. You don't have to wear a mask if you've been fully vaccinated, okay? When you know that the people who have not been vaccinated is going to run around here without a mask because that's the problem in the first effing place. They've been walking around here with no mask, infecting each other, okay? Now we get the vaccine. It's proven to be effective. It's not proven to be a cure, but it has proven to be effective. And here y'all is, okay, and we in America too. What's up with that? We in America, we have all kind of vaccines at our fingertips. We got all the vaccines available. Which one you want? Okay, you want the orange flavored one, the cherry pop, okay, the grape. Which one you want? And they hollering about that. You can take a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. I'm telling you, people. And that's sad. That's sad. Okay? You have people who are cutting their nose despite their face. You're not supposed to do that, but that's what they're doing. The nursing program they cheat their way through. Well, that's why they dumb. Okay, don't want to get a vaccine and all this stuff, and you work at the hospital and you want to save lives. That's what really gets me. Okay, I don't know what else you doing behind there. You don't want to get caught. Why three? What you mean vaccines? Because we bought them. We bought them. Right, it's not fair. And that's the thing about it. Instead of sitting up there trying to baby these people, they need to have a mandate, okay? That's why. And then okay, now they're putting it at the federal, the state and the federal are requiring, and they are looking to the private workforces, okay, to implement the same, and that is to require. Now, I believe now Walmart was it Walmart? I believe today or yesterday, Walmart and Trader Joe's. Is it Walmart and Trader Joe's are requiring their employees to be vaccinated? Okay, they're requiring the employees to be vaccinated. They have until August 20th to be vaccinated. If you are looking to get a job at Walmart or Trader Joe's, you have to have proof that you have been fully vaccinated before they'll hire you. Okay, so you have to have. They are requiring that you be vaccinated, and for all the people who already work there, they have until August 20th to show proof of vaccination. Now, if you are not willing to get vaccinated, you will have to be tested weekly. Every week, you have to be tested and you have to show the results. You have to show proof. Okay? It's easier to just get vaccinated. Okay? People are so lazy, they'll get vaccinated just because they don't want to get they don't want to get tested every week. Okay. Anyway, now for my understanding, Target, Costco, and it was two other stores will be jumping on the bandwagon. Okay? They will be jumping on the bandwagon. So at least, I mean, it shouldn't be left up to them. They shouldn't have to do this, but at least they are jumping on the bandwagon. Right. They're doing that. Okay. And yeah, because what's going to happen is if they don't do anything, all your employees are going to be infected and either dead or home sick or spread at work, spreading the infection. You know what I'm saying? Okay, to the point where you probably won't even have a business. Okay, they're infecting each other. Okay, what's going on is that you guys are who are not getting the vaccine, you are at utmost risk of getting infected. Okay, and if you are not infected, it's only a matter of time before you do become infected. That's how potent and rampant this virus is. Okay? You're either infected or you're vaccinated. Okay? And if you know someone who is infected and going through whatever they're going through, keep your distance, okay? Because you don't know how much antibodies you have built up. Not to mention, because this is all going in real time, okay? Not to mention, you don't know how long the vaccine is going to keep you protected. You don't know how long you're going to keep up those antibodies. Are they going to wane off, okay, after a period of time? You know what I'm saying? You don't know that. So you may have been had a high percentage of antibodies at first, but now they've waned off as the months pass. We don't know that. That's still in what do you call it? In testing. Okay, that's still in testing, people. So yeah, that's what I said. They're requesting that you take the shot. I haven't heard lose the job. Okay, that's probably more smaller businesses, which I can understand. Okay, but like I said, a lot of them, you either get the shot or you test on a weekly basis. Okay. Um, Not true. Sparkling too sweet. What is not true? Well, see, this is what's going on. Okay, right. That's what they're trying to stop. Okay, but see, this is what's going on. Okay, because people are not getting the virus. Okay, they're allowing for another variant to be created, and they are worried that eventually we're going to be back to the square one when we don't even have a vaccine anymore. Okay, at least we got the vaccine. But if you get a variant, okay, that can outsmart the vaccine, then we right back to square one. Okay, and other variants, okay, the UK, the Alpha variant, and all that. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Everybody's infected and get infected and spreading and allowing it to mutate. They're allowing it to mutate. We have the three vaccines we have them because we purchased them. We purchased them, we put our bid in. We're not the only ones. Okay, we're not the only ones. Why do we have three? We have three. We probably have four. What do we have? We have Moderna, we have Pfizer, we have Johnson and Johnson, and we also have that AstraZeneca. Okay, so we have four. Okay. And we may have more than that. Okay. And what's going on is that the Pfizer, the Moderna, and the Johnson and Johnson have proven to be more effective. Okay. Right? This is going on in real time, people. It's not even FDA approved yet, and they're distributing out the vaccine. Okay. It has been proven to help against the COVID, okay? It has been proven to help, even though it's not FDA approved. So thank God for that, okay? Because this could have went left real quick, okay? So we have the different ones because we are in real time. These companies have invented it, they've tested it, and they've come about, and we bought it because everybody put their bids in. The poorer countries, okay, also need to get vaccinated because if they're not vaccinated, this is gonna mutate, okay, and it's gonna be spread among them, and who knows what we gonna get, okay. But the United States of America, Canada, the UK, these are rich countries. And that's what we're taking for granted. We are taking for granted that we have access to whatever it is that comes out. United States is a rich country. Canada, okay. Matter of fact, that was what it. No, I think the two people were in Canada. Okay, I'm still trying to remember that other story, but anyway, so they got the money to pay for it. Okay, may the best man win. You know these pharmaceuticals, it's all about that money. Whoever got the money that we asking for, they gonna get it. And United States, Canada, UK, okay, and England, we are some of the richest countries, okay, we can afford to buy it. So we buy up all of them, whatever they could make, however much they could make, as soon as they could make it, okay, and we're buying it. That's what's going on. So that's why we have three or four, as you say, because we have the AstraZeneca, but the AstraZeneca has been proven not to be as effective because they made that error. They made that big old error. And as a matter of fact, they're saying that the AstraZeneca is just as effective, okay? But they messed up when they made that mixing error, okay? When they messed up on that shipment, okay? But we have AstraZeneca on ice, okay? So the poorer countries, we have distributed a bunch of that AstraZeneca over there to those poor countries. We have done so. What happened to my what? My ISD? What? I don't. Right. They change when they infect different people and they start to mutate. Yes. Oh, the missing meds. Oh, I was like, what is she talking about? The missing meds were never missing. Okay. They had gave me my Provocol. Okay. And I assumed that was my Paxil. And they gave it along with my omeprazole, my heartburn medication. They gave it along with that, and I assumed that's what it was. But when I finally figured it out, and I said, "Well, let me call." Either way, I was calling. If you did give it to me, I'm gonna need some more because it's gone. Okay. But I'm like, you know what? I may not have got all that looking. I was on my knees. My knees are bad. Okay. So I have to put a pillow or a mat on the floor in order to bend down. I cannot be bent down on these hard floors, hardwood floors. My knees are really bad. Okay. Um, they're not bad to stand on. They're just bad to, I can't kneel. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. So I was on my hands and knees looking under the bed, got the brooms, okay, swiping bottles so I could get, they were all empty, which I figured. And I would let the cats play with them until I could pick them up and threw them in the garbage. Um, but still, okay. I mean, I went out in the car, went out in the garage, looking in the truck. Oh my God, okay. Matter of fact, I was looking so hard the next day when I got my medication. I was still looking. I ain't gonna lie. I walked past here and I just said, let me look behind the couch. And okay, even though, okay, I'm telling you, that's how hard I was looking. I was not playing. But yes, thank God. They're putting a lot of fear into people, and they're putting a lot of fear into people for control. However, because a lot of this stuff, which I do blame on the previous presidency, okay, and their disrespect for order, for law and order, for rules and regulations. Rules and regulations are in place for a reason, and it doesn't necessarily have to be to control you, but we do need some type of control. We need guidance, okay? Why do you think they got red lights and stop lights at the damn corner? Because if they didn't, you'd break your neck, kill each other, and everybody, okay? You know what I'm saying? And it's common sense laws, okay? These laws are common sense. Okay. I mean, they got others that go beyond there, but basically the laws are common sense. And that's why I feel that the vaccine, because of all what's going on, and I was adamantly against it at first because they didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what was going on. But because it has been proven to be effective, and it has keep it, if you do get it, you're less likely to die. And that's the whole purpose of creating a vaccine, trying to find a cure. And the people don't even want to do that. Okay, too sweet. You said don't be fooled with all these lies. Do your research, and they are going to kill you if you fall. So, I can you be a more detailed as to and more specific as to what you're talking about? Lies, and as far as what? What are the lies you feel? What do you feel the lie is? Here's my coffee. Oh yeah, see that back then kicked in that medication. And the thing about it is the with this virus here. Let me turn this light out because I know I'm not gonna want. I'm gonna forget and get in the bed, and I'm sure not gonna want to get up and do it. But it's too many people that are dying for this not to be true. Okay, no pandemic. Team Trump fired them. Yeah. Now, that part when you said, okay, sparkling too sweet. It is a vaccine. We are the test tube, okay? It's whether you, okay, we're always going to be a test tube. How do you think all these cures and stuff like that? You didn't think the people were the test tube? I mean, everything is. Do you know how they say that there's animals? They tested on animals. Okay, well, they tested on animals, but humans are next. Okay, humans are next. Okay, you can't just test something on an animal and say it works or it doesn't. You may get good results, but eventually it comes a time where you're going to have to test it on a human being. Okay, so I don't know if you're aware of that. There's 100 of doctors saying don't take the shots. Okay, and you got hundreds of doctors who are infected with the virus and they're dead. So are you going to tell me that those people are not dead or they or what? Have you done research on this? No, no what? I mean, there's doctors that have died. Plenty of doctors. They did clinical trials before releasing the vaccine. Exactly. They did it on humans. How else would you think they're going to do it on? Okay, let me give you an understanding. Okay, when they do the FDA approved, okay, believe me, they tested it on humans. Okay, they're not going to FDA approve something that's just been tested on animals and not been gone under study on humans. I mean, that's how it works. They did the clinical trials right, okay, and instead of waiting for it to be FDA approved, okay, they got emergency use, okay, to be used, to be distributed, excuse me, okay. Now, sparkling too sweet, that could have backfired. That could have went the other way, okay. That's why it was tested on humans. Humans who agree to go through the clinical trials, humans who agree to get paid a certain amount of money, okay? They have a certain profile that they want you to be if you fit their profile, okay? They will include you in the study. They pay you whatever agreeable amount, okay? And this is how the vaccines and stuff like that are done. No, 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 don't. You don't have to let them test you. No, you don't. This is voluntary. You no. Girl, I don't know where you going. Okay. The people who were tested, they were volunteers. That's how you do you know how a research study goes? Huh? You don't have to let them test you. No, no, no. These people volunteered. Okay. Remember that lady that they show her getting a shot? It was the it was the shot of something. Okay. They were looking for the for COVID. Okay. They were showing her getting a shot. It didn't work. Okay. But she volunteered. Okay. It didn't kill her, but it didn't work. Okay. but she volunteered. These are volunteers. These are not people. They're not just going, okay. Once, number one, you got to get approved, okay, to even test it, okay. You have to get funding, okay. Yeah, and it's not, right? It's confusion for those who are easily confused, but to me, it's not confusion. It's not rocket science, okay? That's what I'm saying. The information is out there. They have all kind of sparkle. They have all kind of BS, but we're not BS trials. Just like the Tuskegee, the Tuskegee, was it the Tuskegee 8? Okay, or whatever. The Tuskegee experiment. That's what it was called. The Tuskegee experiments, when they gave those, infected those people with syphilis. Okay. Okay. So that was some experiments they had no business doing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something about that experiment. Okay. That was an experiment that these men, okay, had volunteered to do under false pretenses. Okay, they lied to them. Okay, they lied to them. Okay, this is the new millennium. We in 2021. Come on now, girl, catch up. Okay, this is something that they have tried. They got volunteers to do. Okay, the vaccine. What vaccine has not been tested? How can it not be tested on humans when humans are getting the vaccine? Where do you get that from? People are getting the vaccine. What do you mean it hasn't been tested on humans? Now, I don't know about being tested on animals, okay, but I know for a fact that it's been tested on humans because we getting it. Get myself a wheel, okay? So I need to get a wheel because I got vaccinated from a deadly virus. Maybe you need to get a wheel. Have you thought about getting a wheel? I think it was not tested on what? Human beings are. Oh, girl. Okay, let me explain something to you. Sparkling too sweet. Baby girl. If if the FDA approves the vaccine, okay? If the FDA, are you listening? Please listen with understanding. If the okay, and do your research to find out how medicine or vaccines work to get approved to the FDA, okay? We're not talking about this vaccine because this is not FDA approved. We're talking about any vaccines or medications that have been FDA approved, okay? If the medicine is FDA approved, it's not about convincing. I'm not trying to convince her. I'm trying to give her an understanding, okay, about how these, what are they called? These trials are worked, how they're done in the FDA approval, okay? Do you know what the FDA approval really means? Okay, let's break this down in some simple English. Y'all can jump in, okay? Let me sit down. Let me see my how much juice am I working? Okay. Um the FDA approval, okay? If something is FDA approval, it's still not guaranteed, okay? The black sister worked with your sister, she died. I don't know what she died of, okay? She died, but what she died of? Okay, but anyway, FDA approved. Okay, right. And you can look it up. FDA approved is not a guarantee. Okay? FDA approved. They have taken it to the extent that needs to be taken until they can't go any further. Right? They did clinical trials. Maybe they used rats. After the rats, they tested on humans in a certain group, maybe a certain age, ethnicity, whatever. Okay, a certain country, whatever they need to do, they research on. Okay, once that has been proved, all that research that they did and the evaluations and the outcomes and all this stuff gets written up and that they have to present to the FDA for approval. Okay? The FDA has certain standards that they require to meet approval. Okay? Okay. I hope you follow me. The FDA has certain guidelines that they go by for things to be, for them to approve it. The FDA. Okay? And then after the FDA approves it, it goes out to the people, right? Okay. Did you know that the people it goes out to are test tubes? They're test tubes. They are test tubes on a wider platform. Okay? That includes you. Okay? So, when something, hey Chiquita, hey girl. Okay, so when something is approved by the FDA, it's only approval so that they can test it on a much wider platform. And the wider platform is the population. Okay? When you are doing your research and you're looking for a cure and all this kind of stuff, okay, you have trials, you have a certain amount of people, you may have an age group that they require, okay, you may have a length of time that they require. I'm talking about the FDA requires, okay. You may have all these requirements, okay, before the FDA will approve it to be tested slash distributed to a much wider platform. And the wider platform that you get is the population. Okay? If things start going wrong in the population, then the FDA will recall it. Okay? But other than that, you're saying it's not FDA approved, okay, and we test tubes, but we test tubes anyway. That's the FDA, okay? It's still a test. Whether the FDA approves it or not, it's still a test. The only thing with this virus and it's not being FDA approved is because the FDA has not approved it yet. I'm pretty sure it's on the desk somewhere. Okay, to be tested on a much wider scale. Okay, because that's really how you're going to get real results. Okay, because all this research are more in controlled environments. Okay, they are in controlled environments, whether it be by age, whether it be by ethnicity, whether it be by time. It's all a controlled environment, and depending on how many people, maybe you tested it on 10,000 people, okay? The FDA says, okay, and you had good results. So it's going to take the FDA time for them to approve it, okay? But they're only approving it to be tested on a wider platform. They are allowing it to be distributed to the population. Okay, that's the platform, because you can't go any further than that but to get to the population. Okay, once you have completed it and passed their standards and met all their requirements, the next level of testing is the population. Okay, so you should do your research on FDA approvals. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Now, some people don't always meet the FDA's approval, and they have to go back to the drawing board, or they have to go back to their testing. They may have to test it on a wider range of people. Maybe instead of 5,000, maybe the FDA wants it 10,000. Maybe they want it on 15,000. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But once it gets to the FDA and they approve it for the population. Okay. That's the last platform of testing. So we're all test tubes. So they can conspiracy theory all they want, but you have to test something on a human being if you want to use it for a human being. You don't have the answer to none of this. I don't have the answer to anything. What is the answer? Okay. I got an answer for you. Okay. Is to get your vaccination. Right. There's no 100% guarantee on any of that. Even if the FDA approves it, it is not 100%. It is just the last and final step before it is given to the population to be tested. Okay. And if it can't meet the standards by the population, then it is recalled by the FDA, because they have to have something that's going to meet the needs of the population. And if it doesn't, then they'll draw it back. Or if you got the right amount of money, they'll let it go on for nothing. Okay. Yeah, and they tell you the side effects, but they get those side effects because of the research they have done in the controlled environment. Once it goes out into the population, okay, they can get more feedback. You see what I'm saying? They can get more feedback, and that's going to mean the whether whatever you put out there is going to be a success or not. Now, I had read that. That's because I don't know what I was reading, but I was reading something, and I was researching something, and you know how it goes somewhere like, oh, and it went to how the research goes and how it's done. And yeah, I was like, it was pretty interesting. But yeah, they were talking about the steps that are taken for research and the environment. But the thing you need to realize, Sparkling Too Sweet, is that when they do research, it is done in a controlled environment. Okay? Okay. So that's still not the population. It goes to the FDA once they meet it and it's okay, and they got their side effects down and woo 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 woo, and they present it okay to the FDA. The FDA has to go through all that paperwork and all that research that they have done before it's going to be considered to be approved by them. And once it is, then that's the next step is the population. And I know because when I read that, I was like, oh my God, we're test tubes after all. Yes. So you can say what you want to say and you can believe what you want to believe. But baby, you a test tube too. Okay? And that new medication you got from the doctor, boo boo. They was testing it. You a test. Oh, we got something new. We got something new and it's FDA approved. Yes, FDA approved to be tested on the rest of the population. You didn't know that? Anyway, that's all I can tell you. Look it up. So if you want to do now, and the thing about it is, if you want to go along with these conspiracy theories and stuff like that, okay, true or not true, at least take the time to research it. I know they're begging for the vaccine, but it's too late. Yeah, but yeah. And here's the thing about it. You're already infected and you're sick, okay, with the COVID. So, in other words, give me the vaccine, which is more COVID, okay? Child, you can't make this stuff up. See? And then, okay, the vaccine, the vaccine is made up with certain parts. Right. Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Sparkling Too Sweet, okay? And I appreciate your feedback. Don't get me wrong. I'm not thinking you stupid. I think you are a smart lady. We're even coming up here, even putting your input. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm not lying, okay? I appreciate it. And you put it in a nice way and all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And people they paying attention. They paying attention because believe me, there's a lot of people probably watching that's not saying anything that feel the same way you do. Okay? But let me ask you a question, Too Sweet. Okay. Sparkling Too Sweet. Now you got a new name, Too Sweet. Okay. But do you feel, okay, regardless of all the stuff, how you feel about the vaccine, do you feel the virus is real? Do you feel that the COVID virus is killing people and that people are catching it? Oh, she might have left. Okay, I think she left. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I had a cup with ice. You ever put? Mm-hmm. You ever put some of your leftover ice that's in the cup in the refrigerator, in the freezer? I mean, okay. Because it hasn't melted down small enough to your standards to be thrown in the sink. Okay, like shoot, I could use that again. Yes. Well, I was waiting for sparkling too sweet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's crazy. And the thing about it is, I was keeping up with the research they were doing on the vaccine and the results. And I was also hearing about how people were catching the virus in the hospital. It's too late, but wishing that they had wore masks, they had isolated like they were supposed to, or even that they got the vaccine. Okay, but now they just, sparkling too sweet. Are you here, honey? And so, for those of you who are out there and who are not, who are vaccinated, just beware and wear a mask. I see. I don't wear masks when I go outside. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. But I don't wear masks outside. Knock on wood. Even when the pandemic, even before they had a vaccine. Okay. When it all started, outside, I'm in the open air. Okay. I'm not in a crowded or populated space anyway. I didn't wear a mask. Okay. But for those of you who are vaccinated, I suggest you still wear masks when you're indoors, especially when you go to these stores. You're walking around. Everybody is summer. It's all these kids is out of school. People are walking around with no vaccination and no mask. So beware. And these are the same people that will be all up in your face, spitting and talking and sneezing and coughing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Telling you why, or the conspiracy theory, the newest conspiracy theory that's out. Now, I don't know where they get these sites from. Let's go check it out, huh? Because I'm looking like all the available information that they get, that they have out there, and these people are going to a conspiracy site. Is a conspiracy on the Fox News? Is it on CNN? They let you know something, okay? I mean, is it underground? Where y'all getting all this from? And when you ask them where they hear it from, they always give you some mess that you ain't never heard of. You can't comprehend too fast. Uh-huh. I don't know what these cats doing. They got something going. They got something going on, y'all. I want to do a video. One day I'm going to get down on the floor and do a video with my cats. Okay? So, they crack me up. They talk to me, you know. Okay? Yep, I'm getting these gummy bears that I don't need. I haven't had gummy bears in, what, a couple of months. Okay, let's check this out real quick. Let's see if we can find one of those conspiracy sites. Mm-hmm. I got to get my car small. I paid for my tags. Okay. Now, I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, I have to put you guys in front right here for right now. That won't work. Uh-oh. I'm trying to find a spot for you guys. Oops. Okay. Yeah. You got to start back wearing your mask because the people don't want to take responsibility. They're so busy trying to deny everything. And these conspiracy theories, okay, I don't know. What should I ask it? Is COVID a government conspiracy? I don't know. Oh, look at this fool sitting outside, wrapped up in aluminum foil. Okay, just dumb. He wrapped up in aluminum foil with a tent. Okay, and I don't know what all these band-aids, this tape is. Okay, boy. Okay, well, they're talking about, they were saying that the, remember when they were talking about the virus came from a Wuhan lab in China, okay? China said it came from American soldiers who were stationed out there, okay? Uh, so they got all these conspiracy theories, but basically they don't know where the virus came from. They know it came, as far as we're sitting, it came from China. Okay. Now, if it came from the American soldiers who caught it and were stationed in China, I don't know. Okay. The Wuhan lab, I don't know. Okay. But what we do know is that we first detected it in China. Okay. That we do know, but is it a fact that it was created there or that's where it started? We don't know for a fact. Nobody knows. So I'm not really finding anything, probably because I'm not really finding anything because of probably because a lot of this conspiracy theories and stuff that's going out is being blocked. Okay, especially like on platforms like Facebook and Twitter. They're just blocked. They're shutting it down. It's doing too much. Come on, Tasha. Tasha, come on. It's doing too much, and it's really causing a headache. But basically, what they're saying about conspiracy, people who these conspiracy theorists or whatever, they're basically people who want to believe what they want to believe. They want to believe it. They feel that you know that there's something behind it. They feel it's a conspiracy. Now, I was just looking at a sign on the internet, a photo, and somebody was holding up a sign that COVID-19 is a conspiracy theory by the government to take away your rights. Okay. And a lot of people, and sheesh, as long as I can remember, that's one of the main things people had about America and our rights. Okay. I don't care what color you are, it's always been Americans feel entitled. They feel they have the right to do whatever the F they want. Okay. And a lot of us tend to do that. Even I do it. We're all guilty of it. Okay. But that's Americans for you. Okay. But on the note of the COVID, okay, taking away your rights, okay, and they use guns, okay, they use the gun conspiracy. They do the same thing with the gun conspiracy about taking away your rights, okay. However, what I don't understand is they're so busy fussing about taking away your rights, but they're willing to abolish abortion, which is a woman's right to choose. So, okay, somebody even held a sign up that said, "My body, um, my rights." Okay, as far as the vaccine, them being forced to take the vaccine, okay, or whatever. My body, my rights. And that just threw me back to, like, oh wow, okay, so now it's your body, it's your rights. Right. Well, our rights were taken away. Okay. But I'm just bringing this up to date, okay, which is including everybody now, okay, pretty much. That even black people, we have that same sense of entitlement, okay? And if we can use the color card, we going to use it. Just like if white people can use their entitlement, they going to use it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the knife cuts both ways. Okay. Uh, where was I was going with this? Okay, on the conspiracy theory of the COVID. Okay. Oh, and the government taking away your rights. Now, what I don't understand is how the government is taking away your rights, but you feel you have the right to put everybody else at risk, including yourself. Now, if you want to go out there and put yourself at risk, that's on you, yes. But that's not the case when you're contracting these viruses. You are putting others, everybody else at risk. Your community, you're putting your family members, okay? You're putting your friends and co-workers. You're putting your whole freaking community at risk. And you're sitting up there, all you're worried about is your rights. I mean, that's pretty selfish thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you're worried about is your rights, because there's going to be a time, there's always going to be a time in your life, okay, where your rights are not going to be as important. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to choose. You have the right to choose, but it always comes a time too is that where your morals. I mean, my goodness gracious, but maybe people take it on the moral standard. Okay, but it comes a time that you're gonna have to put your rights aside, put your pig girl panties on, and let's do this. Sheesh. Mm. They was talking about. They were talking about the bats. I forgot about that. Let me tell you, they was talking about the bats, and they was talking about those wet markets. hmm They was talking about those wet markets that they have in China. Okay, I think that was part of a conspiracy, as they would say, to hold the Chinese accountable for the virus that they don't really know where it came from or where it all started. Okay. However, they talking about the virus. Oh, I need to sit up. They're talking about the virus and the wet market. And I did some research on that. And I did some research on the wet market, and it was not what they were saying it was. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be. They were making they were trying to make a point that the Chinese eat these exotic foods and stuff like that, which they do. And they were talking about the wet market. However, I was doing research, and they were saying that the wet market is not what they're saying it is. The wet market is what they call it because it's always wet. Okay, because those people are in there, they serving their fresh, it's a lot of fresh food, fresh fruits and vegetables being served at being sold at the wet market. So they got to spray all the stuff down, so it's always wet, so they call it the wet market. But it's not because of exotic foods. They also say that every now and then you may find some kind of exotic food that they have to get permission to sell it, and you don't find it because it's really illegal to sell it in the market. They did that with Polo before Tuskegee, right? Okay, so it's not what they're making it out to be. Okay, right. So that was a conspiracy theory. Is that what you could call it? A conspiracy theory? But yeah, I was looking that up about the wet markets and what they got that name from. But yeah, it wasn't what they were making. Stop it, Keisha, leave it. Don't be biting on my baby. Don't you be biting on her. And look at, and then she gonna run. Okay, see, I be trying to help her, and she gonna run. She wants Keisha to play to chase her. Now you gonna hide, and she knows that if she hollers, I'm gonna get up and say something. Boy, these cats are just like kids. And she looking at me to see if I'm coming. Keisha, you better not be biting on her. See, they right there. You see them? There's Tasha, and then there's Keisha. They chasing each other, but Keisha likes to bite and play too hard. Okay, and Tasha gets to hollering. She knows I'm gonna come. And then usually when I come, the thing about it is when I come, Keisha is either biting her or licking her lips or both. Okay, like she tastes good. Yeah. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, okay. I don't know how she survives when I'm at work, but she's still here. But yeah, and Keisha licking her lips. I'm telling you, these folks is too much. Okay. Okay, see, I'm gonna have to take another Tylenol when I do lay down because I can feel some of my back coming back. But yeah, yeah, she be licking her lips. You be leaving my baby alone. She just a little baby. Huh? You're just a little baby. Okay. Now they didn't come in here and decide to kick it around me, huh, Keisha? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that's yeah. So when are you gonna? So do you may feel that it's taking away your rights, but do you feel the right that you have to put the whole community at risk? And it's not just a risk of catching a normal cold, okay, but you sitting up there, okay, taking the risk of killing people. They tell you people is dead. They telling you all the people that didn't drop dead, and just like you said, all them people in Asia and how they was burning the bodies, how they was overwhelmed. Okay, they got so overwhelmed with that COVID. Was it the Delta variant? They got so overwhelmed with that if you got sick in India, you were shit out of luck. You were shit out of luck. Okay, because the hospitals were overwhelmed, everything was overwhelmed, even the rich people was overwhelmed. Okay, if you had enough money to buy you a ticket out of the country, and now, okay, you can't just buy a ticket out the country, your ass can't come in there unless you got proof that you're not infected. That's how it is in Canada. Canada, you gotta and then after they let you in, you gotta quarantine for 10 days. It was 14. I think it went down to 10 days. Your ass got a quarantine. Mhm. After you had After you show them you had a positive test results, and you got to take the test, got to be 3 days, okay, uh, within 3 days or no more than 3 days, okay, before you go take a flight. Mm-hmm. Yep. You got to test negative. And then once you test negative, you go on over there, you go to Canada, then you got to quarantine before you take your little butt anywhere else. They not playing. They not playing. But some people want to be stuck on what they want to be stuck on, and they want to believe what they want to believe, and they have that right to do so, okay? However, we're talking about life and death here, okay? And you want to sit up here and talk about your rights being taken away, well, you sitting up there so worried about your damn rights that you risking me getting infected. And I've been I've been vaccinated. And I got to worry about y'all running around here with no mask. You don't want to social distance, but you all up in everybody's face, and you know damn well you ain't been vaccinated. Now that is so irresponsible and negligent and just selfish. I don't know what else to call it. I surely don't. Well, I'm going to get off of here because I can't think of what it was something else I was going to tell y'all about the COVID, okay? It was something somebody else did, okay? Um, I can't think of what it was. And then check it out. Then you got the family members lying, okay, about where they been. So you won't think that that they put themselves at risk for COVID. They sitting up there. Well, where this come to find out where they, when you get COVID, now they send somebody out, okay, and they, to investigate, and they're asking you questions: who all lives here, okay, their ages and all that kind of stuff. Where you guys, your routines and stuff like that, and the kids. Okay, them teenage little lying kids, okay. They didn't sit up there and went to a party with no mask, shaking their tail feather, but they don't want the parents to know. Okay? Oh, yeah. Telling them, oh, we haven't did nothing. Well, y'all did something because somebody's infected. See what I'm saying? And they finding that out. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they doing some serious research. Well, the thing about it is, I understand that the conspiracy theories and the last presidency, okay, but that was a year ago. That was a year ago. They was dropping dead, okay, before he left the office, and they still dropping dead. He gone. And y'all still talking about these conspiracy theories. He is not the president anymore, okay? And people still dropping dead. I guess they're going to have to call it the Trump vaccine in order for you to take it. Now, if they do that and the people start taking the vaccine, that's some racist BS. You know that, don't you? Just thought I'd throw that out there. Because it was a suggestion. Among one of these senators or somebody was saying, okay, this was one of the suggestions offered up for people who don't want to take, what do they call them, the anti-vaxxers? Okay. And they getting so out of control with this BS about not getting vaccinated and infecting everybody else. They back in the hospital, okay, crying for a vaccine that they should have taken when it was right there for them. I mean, wow. And luckily, the people who do survive it, okay, I bet you they ran in their ass out there and they got a vaccine. Okay, because I think the girl told me because she had the lady, one of the guests, she had COVID. Okay, she said she's one of those long haulers. Okay, right, she's one of the long haulers, and she said that she had to wait 3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks? 3 weeks or 3 months, but she had to wait some time after she got over her COVID, serious um, illness. After she got over the serious aches and pains, she got feeling better, okay, and her symptoms lighten up. Then she had to go get the vaccine. Hmm. Yeah, that's. Yeah. And she came in there, she told me, she said, I had it. I don't wish that on nobody. Hmm. Yeah. And these people walking around. That just got me, that whole family. None of them vaccinated. And they walking around, no mask. They not social distancing, okay? And talking and laughing and hee, knowing. But you know what? Okay, the people, they're out there partying, living their best lives, and that's in states like Florida and I don't know if it's Georgia where they don't even have a mask mandate. Okay, they just going down there. They just those people are just living out there, unprotected. Hmm. And then oh, I forgot what I was going to say just that quick. Yeah, but they living out there unprotected. They don't even have a mandate. Like in California, there was a mandate. They never had a mandate. Okay, so that's what I was going to say. So you talking about these people going on, the students going on summer vacation and all that, and traveling and all that. You better pay attention to where they traveling to. Okay, you better pay attention to where they traveling to, because a lot of these places, okay, are not requiring a mask, and a lot of these places are hot spots. Sure is. A lot of these places hot spots. Well, I'm going to get off of here for now, and I appreciate it. Okay, I didn't even expect to be on here that long. I'm going to take me another, matter of fact, let me take me another Tylenol. And I only took one, what was that, an hour ago? Let's see, 2 hours. Oh, sheesh, I've been on here for over 2 hours. Oh, my God. Well, anyway, I feel my back finna hurt again, and I am going to take me 2 Tylenols and then lay down, because I noticed that when I'm not in such discomfort, it's much easier for me to sleep. Okay, because sometimes that discomfort will even wake me up out my sleep, you guys. Okay, but anyway, we solved the mystery of the missing medication. Okay, and I showed y'all my little haul. I'm so proud of my little baskets. Okay, they are so pretty. I thought okay. And yeah, so I'll be back. I'll be back. Now I don't know when, because I have to work all week. Okay. And when I have to work, and even though it's only 4 hours, I be tired. Okay. Standing there and bent like that, I be tired. I ain't gonna lie. It makes it easier on me if I do a couple of hours on the register, and I do a couple of hours in self checkout where I'm standing up and I don't have to do all that half bent. Yeah. So we'll see, because I want to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to call in. So I'm going to see you, okay? Don't forget to thumbs up the video, people. Nice talking to you. Okay. Girl, hey, Chica, I know you don't miss it, girlfriend, okay? My thing is, here's my thing. I'm ready to retire. Okay, but I'm not at that retirement age yet. So okay. I got a few more years left. So I'm just hanging on right now, okay? In the meantime and in between time. Right, Vegas is a hot spot, yes. Esmeralda, you're not there no more either, huh? I haven't seen you. You were supposed to come back. Hey, Esmeralda, you back? You must be in the early mornings because I don't see you. And I was just thinking about you the other day. I was thinking about you and Carolina. Oh, okay. Mornings only. Okay. So you must be out of there. You must, boy, come noon, honey. You the hell out of there. I only got, girl. They had me working all these effing days, okay? And I was telling my mama, I said, watch. They're undependable. I said, the next thing I know, I said, they'll have me for 3 days. And I wouldn't be damned if they don't have me next week for 3 days. They got me off 5 days in a row. I said, I may pick up a day, I may not. It depends, okay? But that's my time to rest because that's why I'm trying to work these days because I know how they are, okay? Yes. Okay, so I only work 4.5 hours, 3 days next week. Yep. Which is fine with me. It's fine with me. Now that I get my Social Security, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And they got all these little young kids running around. They can run in and outside in that heat. Oh, now Jose was talking about his arm and wiping down those carts and how they have him wiping down those carts. He said, in my arm, he said, I couldn't even lift my arm up. I said, no ma'am, no ma'am. They always try to stick me to them carts. And every time they need a break, Anna, can you go? I said, why do y'all keep sticking me over there, trying to stick me over there when you know I told you I don't like going over there. I can't doing all that bending and all that stuff that they doing. And then y'all want to be picky. Oh, make sure you get down here. Make sure you get down there. I ain't got to make sure nothing, okay? Because it ain't going to affect the COVID anyway. Now that they know that, they just wiping down the carts for show. And the people coming in like they so high class, like, oh, which one is disinfected? Oh, please. Oh, wait, my back. Okay, I gotta go. Lay my butt down somewhere. Okay. And with that said, so yeah, if I don't come back this week, I definitely come back next week. But who knows? Okay, we'll see.